Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Whip and Chat video. Today I'm going to be working on Roses by Make Market from Michaels. I'm almost halfway done with this image here, with this canvas. I am going to be working over here on this area today, and I want to finish up this beautiful pink rose right here. And so I don't know that I'll finish it with you guys on camera, but we are going to have a chat and talk and while we work. And so get your diamond painting canvas ready, get your drills set up, and craft with me today while we work on this beautiful canvas. Okay, I have all my drills set up here to diamond paint, and I've got you zoomed in. I hope that I have figured out my camera to where it won't be auto-focusing on my hand and then the canvas and then my hand and the canvas. I noticed that when I was editing, and I thought I had turned it off in the last Whip and Chat video, but apparently I did not. So I think I have it turned off this time. I hope maybe it will be better. I am still learning the ins and outs of my camera. I know a lot of people use their phone to video these Whip and Chats. I use a camera, so yeah, I don't, these cameras these days are so sophisticated that there's so much you can do with them, and that's fantastic. But man, I'm old school. I like to just have a, like point and shoot camera. But it's kind of not that way anymore. So anyway, even though I've been making YouTube videos for a while, I've not made, videos that needed to be like super close up like this before. So I am working on it. Always trying to make my videos better and more pleasant to watch. These Whip and Chat videos are they're kind of intimidating to make. I will say I'm quite a introverted person, and I'm not very good at just like small talk with people. I'm good at like talking on a subject that like I'm very interested about or very passionate about. I can talk for hours, but when it comes to just like small talk, it's kind of hard for me to be chatty. I don't know. It's just how I am. But I am trying. I'm trying to do my best with these Whip and Chats. I hope that they're not too like boring. I don't feel like my life is that exciting. So I typically don't have like super exciting things to talk about, but I like to think of these videos as just, talking to a friend. Like if I was having lunch or something, with a friend of mine, and we would just be like catching up on what's going on. And that's kind of how I feel about making these videos, that's how I try to think about it. Because if I can think about it that way, I don't think about like filming and stuff like that, it makes it a little bit easier. I don't know. But they're a little bit hard to make. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna do it as long as like even if just like one person is watching me, and let's be besties. We'll just be friends. I'll talk about whatever's going on. Oh gosh, if I don't bump the camera, I'm terribly sorry. My setup here for these Whip and Chats. Oh, that's another thing is like, I keep trying different setups to try to figure out the best way to get a good view so you can like see what I'm doing. And I don't even know if that's important. Like, I don't know. When I watch Whip and Chat videos, oftentimes I'm diamond painting myself and I'm just listening. I'm not really watching a person do the work, but then sometimes I do. So, I don't know what majority of people do when they watch these videos, like, so tell me what you are doing. Are you diamond painting with me? Are you doing a different craft? Are you doing something else like cleaning your house or whatnot? Tell me what you do during these Whip and Chats. I think it's fun to know. But anyway, in diamond painting news, I just made a video recently where I was talking about all the progress that I've made this month of February. Well, when this video goes out, it will be March, but I'm filming this in the last week of February, and I cannot believe February is already about over. For you, when you're watching this, it will be over. It will be March, and I just can't believe that. I cannot believe that it's going by so fast. I'm having trouble here with my diamond painting pen. It is, I just put new wax in it, and I am using the wax from Make Market, which I like, but I don't know, something's going on. It's picking up the drills that I don't want it to pick up. Maybe I got too much in there. Okay, I don't know. But it keeps sticking to my little tray here. It's kind of off camera, you can't really see it, but it's sticking to that, and it's messing up my drills. Okay, I'm gonna try to focus here. I am very ADD, so bear with me. I go off topic a lot. I will try to bring it back to the topic I was talking about. Diamond painting news. So February, you know, February is always kind of a short month, and I feel like it was extra short this month. It just flew by. And I did not make as much progress as I wanted to on my diamond paintings, but that's okay. I kind of thought I would have my custom kit finished, and I thought I would have this one finished along with the Amazon ones finished, and that didn't happen. You know, but it's okay. I'm not like terribly upset or anything. I just would like to keep a good pace at my diamond painting. That way I don't want to like constantly show you the same canvas over and over, or make you watch me do the same canvas over and over. I mean, maybe it doesn't matter, because you all know if you diamond paint, or there's lots of crafts out there that, you know, they take a while. It takes a while to do these things and to finish them. And so I think you understand. I'm pretty sure you're probably the same way. Sometimes I get to a point in a diamond painting kit where I'm like, I'm kind of tired of looking at this. I would like to look at something new. And that's why I started doing different diamond painting kits and doing more than one at a time. So that way it keeps me, I think it keeps me engaged, and it's a little bit more fun. I can't remember a time when I've just really not wanted to finish a diamond painting canvas. Has that happened to you? I had one that I did, and it was also a Make Market kit, and it was a Santa Claus. It was a Christmas kit. And I think because it was past Christmas time, I started that kit at like the end of the Christmas season. Now this wasn't this year, this was last year, the year before. And by the time January came around, I was only like a third of the way done with that kit. And I don't know, in my mind I wanted to finish it, but I also was tired of working on it. It was a lot of color blocking, and then it was a lot of heavy confetti. So I don't know, it just was not really enjoyable to work on. And oh man, I'm really messing up here. I'm not doing a good job at multi-placing today. I think I need to get my eyes checked. Well, I know I need to get my eyes checked. That is happening in this month of March. I am overdue to get my eyes checked. And when you get to a certain age in your life, you know, you have to get your eyes checked regularly, because I know that like my eyes are changing a lot faster than what they used to. I've worn glasses since I was like 12 years old, but I've noticed ever since I hit about 40, 45, I've had to go, I got to make sure I stay on track and I go to the eye doctor regularly, because I can tell that my eyes change like quicker than what they used to. Anyway, hey, there I go off topic again. It's just how it is. But anyway, diamond painting kits. Yeah, I didn't make as much progress, but I'm still enjoying all my kits. I'm not feeling that way like I was talking about the Santa one. I don't feel that way with the kits that I've been working on. I'm pretty happy with them, and pretty engaged in them and having fun doing them. So Have you ever had a kit like that where you just like, you didn't want to finish it? You're like, I do not like this. I know a lot of people do have that feeling sometimes in certain kits. Somebody I like to watch here on YouTube is the Nerdy Painter, and I know she's had a couple where she has shown like, I started this kit and I hated it and I didn't do it. It's funny. That's kind of how I felt. That's kind of how I felt about the that Santa one. But I did finish it, and it's beautiful. The end result's beautiful. And I hung it up this past Christmas because, like I said, it's a beautiful image of Santa's face. But trying to work on it was, it was not pleasant. And like I said, I don't know if it's because it was total color blocking and then total confetti. I don't know if it was that or what. I don't know. Or if it was because I like to do things seasonally and the season had passed, so I just wanted to hurry up and get it done. I don't know. But that has probably been the only time that I can remember that I've really struggled with a painting of, you know, finishing it or completing it. But this one I'm definitely going to complete, this floral one. I think it's beautiful. I know I've said it before. It's going to be a lot of repeating things here, I'm saying, but I think it's so pretty. And it's fun to work on. It's fun to see all the colors in these flowers to come together. So, if you are diamond painting with me, what are you diamond painting? What canvas are you working on? Are you doing events? I know a lot of people like to do the events. I've never done an event, and I kind of want to. I would probably do it like a paint along, though. I don't know that I would like enter my canvas and all that stuff. Oftentimes you'll enter, as far as I understand, you will enter your canvas and your name and all that stuff, and then you have to get it finished within a certain time. And I don't know, I think it would just kind of stress me out. I think they're fun. They look fun anyways. Like I said, I've never done one. But I think it would kind of stress me out because I think I would be like, oh my gosh, I gotta hurry up and get this done by this date. And I don't know. I don't want to work like that. I also don't want like someone else really dictating like what I'm working on. The only way I would do that is if I get popular enough here on YouTube to have like a members channel or members only, and then I might do something like that, like let my members pick a kit for me to work on. That I might do, but it would be a kit I already owned, so it would still be a kit that I liked to do. But I don't know. I don't know. I've just never done an event, but I think it'd be a lot of fun though. I think maybe if I picked something like small, and I don't know if, like I said, I haven't done events enough, so I don't really know the stipulations most of the time. I don't know if there's like a size or if it's just kind of open. Oftentimes I'll see them, you know, focused on a certain artist or, you know, like a certain holiday. But I don't know. I don't know if they have to be a certain size to enter the event or what, but I don't know. I think it would be fun. I have heard that there is a J-Wall event in April. I'm going to have to look into that. If you are doing a J-Wall event or planning to in April, please tell me like who you're doing it with, like who's running the event. I know Diamond Art Club does a lot of events, but they don't sell J-Wall, so I don't know. It's probably not them. And then some content creators will do events. So if you're doing a Josephine Wall event, please tell me like where it's coming from, like who's running the event, because I might look into it. Now, I definitely won't be completing anything on my Josephine Wall, but I could work on it every day in April and still not finish it. So, but I would be interested in looking at, you know, the criteria for the event and stuff like that. I think it would be neat. So if you're doing that, please let me know in the comments. Let me know who's running the event. I could probably try to look it up, but I don't know. I haven't heard of anybody. There are a few creators that I watch, but not a lot of them do Josephine Wall, so I don't know. Nobody's mentioned anything like that before that I've heard of. So, like I said, if you're in the know, let me know so that I will know. And other people might be interested in that too, that are watching and are kind of like me and didn't know that that was happening. So please share. Like I said, I cannot believe February is just already flown by. We're getting into March, which means spring is coming. I can definitely tell, like, the position of the sun is becoming different and the days are growing longer. Usually when I make these videos, especially in the winter, I have a window that's like right over there. And today I have my curtains open so the sunlight can come in. It helps with my lighting when I'm filming. But during the winter, oftentimes I cannot do it. I can't have that window curtain open because of the position of the sun. It comes right in the window and it's like too harsh. It kind of blows everything out. Like, you can't even, washes out everything. So it's funny, I can tell that the seasons are changing because I don't have that problem anymore. Now I can film with my curtain open at this time of day and I don't have like a big huge problem like that. Also, of course, you know, the days are getting longer. My husband and I, we started walking together, a while ago. If you're new to my channel, we've been on kind of a health journey. We've been trying to lose weight, which we did. We both lost a lot of weight. And we had started walking, and walking is such great exercise. Even if you're just not walking to exercise, even if you're just walking to walk, it's just such a good, I don't know, it's just so good for you. It's the most natural thing that our bodies can do. And if you don't walk regularly, like every day, then you should, because I encourage you. I encourage you to try it. Now, I would never, like, you know, you need to do this. Okay, I don't want to sound like that. So I don't mean it like that, but I just enjoy it so much that I want to share it with you because I think other people would enjoy it too. And I don't like to walk on a treadmill or in a building or any gym or anything like that. I like to be out in nature. I like to watch the birds fly over. Like last night, my husband and I, we walked around our neighborhood, and then there's another neighborhood just outside of our neighborhood, and we'll kind of walk over there and walk around their little block and come back. And we saw a blue heron flying over. I guess it was finding its next water source, but it was so cool to see that big blue heron flying over. It was awesome. We have quite a few of them around here, around our lakes and ponds and streams and rivers and stuff. We have quite a few of those, and so it's fun to see them move from place to place like that. And so it's so wonderful to see all the things you see when you're out walking like that. But hold on, I gotta get more drills. I used up all my drills. Grab myself some more drills. I thought I had enough to do my video, but I did not. So look at this color. Look how pretty that is. Can you see that? Oh, it's so pretty. Such a bright and pretty color. So, speaking of the seasons changing, I am so excited for March and the spring season to be here. We had quite, I thought we were having an early spring, which I still think we are. We had the ice storm at the beginning or the end of January. And then after that, we've had just really warm temperatures, like spring temperatures, like in the 80s. Now, I live in Texas. It is a warm state, but it's not usually that warm that early, you know. We usually don't have 80s until like the end of March. So I'm like, I'm not prepared for like that kind of spring. I'm ready for like, you know, 70s. That kind of spring would be great. I'm not ready for 80. To me, once you get up past 80 degrees, it's warm. It's hot. And I don't want that. But I am very excited to start gardening. My sister and I went to a local little gardening place that we have here in town. I can't remember if I talked about this before, like on my last whipping, not my last whipping chat. Maybe it was. I might have talked about it. I don't remember. But anyway, we got a few things. I bought a canna lily that's called Flame, and it's so pretty. And this year, in my garden outside, I'm not a fan of yards. I want like a garden yard. I don't want like a grass lawn type yard. I want a garden yard. And so each year I pick an area of my yard to work on, and I usually work on it from March until, I don't know, the next March really. I mean, I kind of try to improve upon it and everything. And so this year I'm going to be working in my backyard, and I want to make a very friendly space for hummingbirds. I have a butterfly garden, and this area of my garden I'm working on now is pretty much right next to that, because hummingbirds also like a lot of things that butterflies like and bees like. And so, but I want a special little garden. I'm going to call it my hummingbird garden. I'm going to have like a little water feature that's special for hummingbirds. I want to have, of course, all kinds of plants that will attract them in, along with my feeders. I do already own some hummingbird feeders, and I do feed them every summer. And so that's kind of what I want to work on. So I had bought at this place, I bought a canna lily, which is like the bloom on this one is, like I said, it's called Flame, and it really does kind of look like a flame, or it looks like it's been painted with like watercolor. I mean, it's just so beautiful. But it's like red and orange and yellow. And so I'm going to plant that in my garden. And then what else did I get? I bought something else. Oh, well, I got some chocolate mint, because I always buy chocolate mint as an herb. And that's not necessarily going over there. That's not for the hummingbirds, but it's for me. But I can't remember. I thought I bought something else. What was it? Oh, I cannot remember. It's been a while. It's been a few weeks since we did that, so I don't remember. But anyway, I'm excited. I'm excited to start gardening and to start working on that area in my yard. Right now, I feel like our backyard is a hot mess. It is a hot mess. We need to, we cleaned our pool out at the end. We have one of those like, like a stand-up pool, like an Intex pool, but it's pretty big, and it's 4 feet deep, and it's like 20 feet in diameter. So I mean, it's a pretty big pool, and we cleaned it out last fall. We were not going to keep water in it over the winter like we did the year before. We had a lot of problems with algae and everything last summer with this pool. And I think it's because we did not clean out our sand filter at the beginning of the season. And we didn't want to clean it out at the end in the fall. Like, I don't know. We just didn't. We were kind of over it. I spent more time last summer cleaning that pool than I did swimming in it. I'm not kidding. It was really quite a pain in the booty. So this year we're going to, we've already cleaned out that sand filter, but we're going to need to refill it with fresh sand, refill the pool with fresh water and all that, and kind of start fresh this summer and see if that makes a big difference. I hate wasting water, and I like to keep the water in the pool if possible, but it's better for the liner and everything to have water in it. But I don't know. It was a lot this past summer. So I'm hoping we have a better experience this summer with it. We've had pools in the past, but we're not experts in this, but we are learning. We are learning. So it's a great thing for my child. She loves to swim. And she, it gets her out of the house, off the screen in the summertime. when we're not doing school and she really doesn't have a lot to do. You know, her friends come over and they swim, and it just gives them something to do, like I said, so they're not just like on the screen all summer, because they will be if if they don't have anything else to do, that's what they're gonna do. So I love having the pool, but it's a lot of maintenance. But I am excited. We have to clean it out again because the way that we tried to button it up for the end of the fall season, it did not work out very well. So it's got some yucky water in it from that ice storm when it rained. And then that's really the only precipitation we've had. We're in a drought. We have not had a lot of rain this fall or this winter. So I guess it was kind of good for the pool, or we would have a lot more icky water in it than what we do now. But all of that needs to be cleaned out. And so next week, we're going to be doing some spring cleaning for sure. Because I get to a point, I like to have a clean house and a nice looking yard and everything. And sometimes, especially like in the winter, as far as the yard goes, it kind of gets neglected because, you know, it's cold, or it's windy, or I don't know. I just don't want to work out there so much. It's not as enjoyable to me as it is when things are growing and stuff like that. So I don't know. Anyway, it's gonna be a great spring season, I hope. I'm looking forward to it. So what are you looking forward to? Are you starting to see warmer temperatures where you live? Or if you happen to be watching from the southern hemisphere, are you seeing signs of fall happening? I think that's so interesting. I love to hear what things are happening in other parts of the US, other parts of the world. I know it's winter for a lot of people still, and probably will be for a while, but here where I live, we have very short winters. Our winter is basically, here where I live in the middle of Texas, our winter's basically December and January. And it used to be February, but nowadays, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's global warming, or I don't know if it's just the weather patterns are different, but it is definitely warmer. We're having shorter winters, I've noticed, than what we had just like 5 or 10 years ago. But anyway, let me know what it's like where you are. Probably going to finish up, well, I don't know that I'll finish up this symbol. There's quite a lot of it over there. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here and say goodbye to you lovely people. I hope that you've enjoyed listening to my rambling on about random things. The only other thing I have to talk about is that my stepdaughter is coming to stay with us for a little bit. She's turning 18, and she is kind of entering that, you know, that phase of your young adulthood where you're finishing school, but you don't really know what to do next. And so we're gonna have her. She's gonna stay with us for a little bit, and so I think it's gonna be fun. It's going to be different. I'm sure there's probably going to be some growing pains along with that, but I feel like it'll be a nice, fun, experience to have her stay with us. You know, she's visited us, of course, in the past, but she never really stayed with us for a long time. So it'll be interesting. So anyway, that's about all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.